geopolitical updates that you are discussing with us, and we go back to New York next, where US Secretary of State Marco Rubio has met Indian Minister of External Affairs S. Jaishankar on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly. This was their first in-person meeting since trade tensions arose over tariffs and a new $100,000 fee on H-1B visa applications, which heavily affect Indian nationals. The two discussed strengthening strategic cooperation in areas like trade, defense, energy, pharmaceuticals, and critical minerals. Rubio reiterated the critical importance of the India-US relationship, and Jaishankar emphasized the need for sustained engagement on these issues. In a statement, Rubio said they focused on generating prosperity for both nations. Jaishankar described the meeting as constructive, emphasizing ongoing dialogue. The two also agreed to continue working together on a free and open Indo-Pacific, including through the Quad. The meeting followed earlier discussions in Washington in July and in January. Additionally, the White House has announced that doctors may be exempt from the new H-1B visa fees, which have been a point of contention. This is what Indian students had to say on the new H-1B visa applications.
Shatter the dreams of Indians. Americans also don't realize also that it were the immigrants who made America great, and when it comes to providing services also here and there. Actually, they should know that Indians and Chinese, whoever, let's say the Asians, they provide the best workforce, because since those countries are populated. Also that I don't know why Indians are targeting only the US. They should go to other countries also as well, right?
अगर आप वीज़ा के लिए अप्लाई करने की जो फ़ीस है वही बढ़ा देंगे तो काफ़ी सारे जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाएंगे वो जा ही नहीं पाएंगे वहाँ, तो वो उस अपॉर्चुनिटी को भी अवेल नहीं कर पाएंगे। तो इसलिए मेरे ओपिनियन में तो ये गलत ही है, लेकिन उनका पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू भी ज़रूरी है कि वो ट्रम्प अपने कंट्री के हिसाब से लॉ बनाएंगे, अपनी कंट्री को आगे रखने के लिए उस हिसाब से पॉलिसीज़ लेके आएंगे, तो वो उनके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से सही है। बट जो बाकी कंट्रीज़ हैं, जैसे जो ज़्यादातर मोस्टली लाइक इंडिया, जो वहाँ जाके स्टूडेंट्स काम करना चाहते हैं, जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ लेना चाहते हैं, उनके लिए ये बिल्कुल।
तो वहाँ जाने का ऑलरेडी इतना वो खर्चा है, फिर ऊपर से आप ये जो नई चीज़ आप बता रहे हो, इससे और जैसे कि वहाँ जाने का एक्सपेंस बढ़ता ही जा रहा है। तो मैंने तो अभी तक कोई प्लान नहीं किया, बट हाँ मेरे भाई बहन है वो प्लान कर रहे हैं, बट इस तरीके से तो उनके लिए भी एक डिसएडवांटेज हो गया कि इतना महंगे उस पर जाना पड़े उन्हें बाहर तो।
Okay, we're once again joined by Major General G to discuss this further. We've just heard from the students that might be affected by those H-1B visas, but let's turn to the diplomacy, Major General G. It seemed to be all smiles between Rubio and S. Jaishankar. However, tensions are of course underlying between them both. How do you think that meeting went, given the obvious imposition of those 50% tariffs and of course that substantial H-1B visa fine, which 75% of those affected are going to be Indians?
Yeah, Thomas, you made a couple of points. Let me first of all address about the talk between Mr. Rubio and Jaishankar. I think it's a very welcome development after a very harsh kind of a treatment extended by USA to India, though it may have been a very temporary period. But I'm glad and very happy and delighted to comment on an issue on which it has taken a turnaround from USA side. India has never responded to all such kind of offensive statements given by the officials of USA. So at least now they have gone back to the talking stage, one. Second, what would have they spoken? Firstly, in my view, the tariff would have been discussed. And I personally feel whatever little one is privy to, the second 25% which has been imposed on India, 25% tariff on account of buying oil from Russia. Let me also give a rejoinder and clarification. India, if at all it went to Russia to buy oil, it was at the behest of USA. It is on the request of USA that India had to go to Russia so as to stabilize the oil price. And second thing is, whatever oil India buys, it is at a capped price let down by the G7
Yes.
leading economy. So third point that I wish to in one line is that the apprehension of H-1B visa, I think it is a very regressive. It is going to going to do extensive damage in the long run to USA. If we look back to 90s and factor and analyze as to why H-1B visa was introduced into USA, it was basically to bring in the excellent product, human resource from world over, so as that they could contribute towards the glory and the growth of USA. If the same element is being taken out to
Yes.
prevent and also protect the employment opportunities for its indigenous population, well, it is the take of USA, it is their loss, it will be a gain for other countries and India as such. Back to you, please.
Yes, Major General G, thank you very